This is a box filled with sand. It's also a wildly engaging science outreach tool. To understand why, you just have to turn out the lights.
I enjoy when I bring them in here and show them the box, because they'll come in, they'll see it and like, oh, it is just a box of sand, which is not what they expected to really see. When you turn it on and they get the initial view of the topography on the line, they're a little bit awed by that. Once you actually start manipulating it, that's when they really freak out.
It's called an augmented reality sandbox. An overhead projector paints an interactive topographic map onto the surface of the sand. When people create hills and valleys, the contour lines follow suit. When they hold their hand above the sand, it acts as a rain cloud, and precipitation collects in pools and channels.
You hand somebody a 2D USGS flat paper map and try and teach that kid what those little lines mean on there. With this, they can actually see the hills, and they can move the hills. They can see how it gets remapped, and they can start to understand what do those lines mean.
The sandbox is based on a faculty project from the University of California, Davis. Alaska EPSCoR financed the GINA project, which has been displayed to great acclaim in Fairbanks at a mapping conference and at a family science day.
That was an amazing thing for the children. It was almost impossible to drag them away from it with the screaming and crying children, but it was great, and the parents really enjoyed it.
The next step is for GINA to build more permanent versions of the sandbox and to add new features like lava flows and wildfires to make it a useful research tool. But for the moment, its primary value lies in teaching students about geography and hydrology, and in the excitement about science that the box inspires wherever it goes.
The biggest reaction that I get out of this thing is this is the most amazing thing that anybody's ever seen. They're always flabbergasted. I've yet to show this to anybody and have them just be like, oh, that's neat, and walk off.